Hi, I'm Jake Ferree. Welcome back to the mat. Today we're going to be focusing on pretty much a full upper body stretch in a very short, quick time. So let's get started here, seated, cross-leg position, just sitting up straight, tall, chest elevated, open. Pull the shoulders back, but then also just relax the shoulders down the back. So gently close the eyes down here together and bring our awareness, our focus, and our attention within. Taking the time here to basically stop before we start. Begin to allow the inhales and the exhales to become a little bit longer. And just feeling that breath as it slowly and gently moves in and as it moves out. And basically keeping the breath moving in and out through the nose throughout this entire practice. And keeping this calmness, ease with you, slowly, gently open up the eyes. And let's raise both arms up to the sky. As the arms are lifted here, can you find more length, extension, space? So as the fingers keep pulling up to the sky, actually feel the sideways lift, lift, lift. There it is. Another big inhale, breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to take a lean over to the right. Right hand lowers, left arm reaches up, up and over. As you're here reaching over to the right, can you relax the right shoulder, put a little bend on the right elbow, and really just start to feel that length, that extension, that space throughout the left side of the body. And start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath here, what I want you to be focusing on is this big stretch that we're feeling throughout the side body. And even find this focus if you're trying to take those side ribs and lift them higher towards the sky. And as you're doing that, keep the sit bone planted to the floor as that top arm is reaching up and over. Deeper with the breath, deeper with the stretch. Next, inhale back to center, both arms rise and reach, sit up tall with me. And as you exhale, we're gonna take that lean the opposite direction. So hand lowers down. The top arm is up and over. The hand that's on the floor, just go ahead and slowly bend that elbow, relax the shoulder. And really keep in mind, we're creating this side length extension, so we're getting a nice stretch here throughout the lats, throughout the side body. Deepen the breath. The same things in mind. The ribs on the side, try to lift them up higher towards the sky. The breath, we're just deepening it, taking the time to really feel. Next inhale you take, raise both arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, we're gonna take a twist over to the right. Right hand goes behind you. The left hand is gonna go onto the right leg. Actually using this hand on the leg as a helper. It presses into the leg to find a deeper, deeper twist. Taking that gaze back behind you. Every inhale, keep that length throughout the spine. Every exhale, can you work on finding a deeper twist? With the breath, as you inhale, both arms raise to the sky, rise and lengthen. And as you exhale, we're gonna take that twist over to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand now goes onto the left leg, looking over that left shoulder. Again, every inhale, more length, extension, space. Every exhale, deeper, deeper twist. Taking the time here to connect with that breath and really realizing how much it actually helps us as we move throughout the practice. Next, inhale back to center, both arms rise. As you exhale, we're gonna bring the hands back behind us. When the hands are back behind you, I want you to interlock them behind the back. So hands are interlocked behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull the hands further away from the tush in the back, and then gently just start to fold forward into your legs. As you're folding forward here, relax the head fully, and then start to notice where the stretch is. Okay, so as the head relaxes, you should be able to feel this deeper stretch in the back of the neck. Start to feel the stretch going down the back. And as we stay pretty active here with the arms, we keep squeezing the shoulder blades and pulling the hands away from us, you get a deeper, deeper stretch in the chest and the shoulders. Take the time, feel all that. Relax into it, breathe through it. Maybe noticing where we're still holding on or tightening. Where can we relax, where can we release? Still keeping those hands interlocked behind your back. Lift the chest all the way back up, 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 up. And then just go ahead and release the lock of the hands. You're gonna join me here in basically coming into all fours, hands and knees, just for a moment. So the knees are on the floor, and then just go ahead and lift the chest up. So basically all fours was a very quick second just to get us into this position. So knees are underneath the hips, knees are about hip width apart. And tuck those toes back behind you. You're gonna bring your hands onto your hips. Once the hands are on your hips, can you pull the elbows back towards each other, take the hip bones, pull those forward, lift up, extend through the torso, and then start to gently arch back from here. So as we're here, you still wanna try to keep those hips stacked over the knees. The hips keep pulling forward, bigger stretch in the front of the thighs, even pulling that stretch up into the belly and into the spine. Breath in, chest higher, higher lift. And as you exhale, just let yourself go a little bit deeper into the stretch, into this opening. I'm gonna give you an option here. Option one, feel free to stay here. It's okay to have those hands on the hips the entire time. Option two, you can take your hands, possibly bring them to your heels. Hips pull forward, chest lifts up, shoulders squeeze back. Even looking back. When you're looking back here, one thing to be mindful for, we're not arching the head back so far or forcing it back. We're just keeping that extension of the neck as we maybe start to look slightly up. Again, the hips keep pulling forward, the chest keeps lifting, rising. You guys slowly bring your hands back to your hips. Release the tuck of the toes and just gently, slowly sit your butt back down towards your heels. If this feels a little bit uncomfortable sitting this way, feel free to just take a seat onto your butt and come into a cross-leg position like we started with. But if you can stay here like this, feel free to stay there like that. Arms come out to the side. You're gonna take the right arm, it's gonna cross over the left arm, reaching the arms back behind you, like you're giving yourself a bit of a hug. The shoulders are relaxing down the back, the neck still stays long. And as the arms are kind of crisscrossed here, you're actually getting a nice little stretch on that upper back and throughout the upper shoulders, the back of the shoulders. Good, now from here, you're gonna take your fingers, point those up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And then that left hand is gonna go and try to grab onto the right palm. Elbows up as high as the shoulders. If you can't quite connect the hands, it's okay. We're still searching for it or looking for it, trying to get to it. Rotate the chest towards the left. Good, now you're gonna look over your right shoulder. As you do that, feel how the stretch goes a whole lot deeper throughout the back of the right shoulder. And try to find this effect if the right arm is pressing into that left arm, and you're gonna get the stretch go a whole lot deeper. Still keep the hands in the same position, but bring the torso and the arms back forward. Point the elbows up towards the sky. As the elbows start to point up towards the sky, finding that little bit of a back bend, opening here of the chest. Next, inhale, unwind and rise. And as you exhale, hands slowly come center to the heart. With the breath, inhale, both arms open out wide. As you exhale, left arm now is gonna cross over the right arm like you're reaching back to give yourself a nice big hug. Relax the shoulders, let the elbows just kind of relax down. Sometimes when I'm hugging myself out, I like to give a little bit of rock. Okay, feel free to join me with that rock. It feels pretty good. And then find stillness. Once again, we're gonna have the fingers point up, and you wanna take that right hand, bring it, grab onto the left palm as close as you can to that. Elbows raise up as high as the shoulders, and you're gonna rotate the chest now over towards the right and look over your left shoulder. Again, as we're looking over that left shoulder, that left arm, keep pressing it into the right arm and feel how that takes the stretch a whole lot deeper. So these little movements we can do to help create a big change in the practice. Just notice those. A few deeper breaths here, you got it. Chest back to center, arms back to center. Still keep those hands positioned as they are. Now let's point the elbows up towards the sky. With the breath, inhale, unwind and rise, both arms up. And as you exhale, hands come center to the heart. Keep the hands centered at the heart. Gently let the head bow forward into the hands. Take a moment here, just notice. Very, very quick, yet also very effective. Little yoga session here. And stretch out pretty much the entire upper body. So as we're pausing here, letting some of those poses just sink their way in, taking the time to feel into this moment fully. Leading you through the practice today, that has been my honor. The light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste.